Okay, guys. So today's Diecast video is going to be flea market pickups from yesterday. Yeah, I went to the flea market yesterday. I didn't get too much, but I didn't feel like making a video yesterday for some reason. It wasn't that I didn't have time to make a video yesterday because I went to the flea market and then I had to go right to work. So, um, you know, so I didn't get too much. As I said, I got 4 loose cars and then one 24th. So, yeah, without further ado, here we go. So there was 4 50-cent bin pickups, like the ones where there's like loose cars and bins and stuff, and there's like, yeah, they're usually a quarter or 50 cents, and this one was 50 cents. Let's see. I'm trying to get all of them off of here. The ones that I got. Where the hell is it? Oh, yeah. So, there's 3 of them over here. There's a Greg Biffle Team Caliber National Guard. I already had a Greg Biffle Team Caliber, but it's a little bit... They're both Stars and Stripes ones, which is kind of funny. I'm pretty sure this is Team Caliber. These older Greg Biffles all tend to be. So, because they're like the heavier ones. But this is a pretty cool paint scheme, and then I also have this one. So, very similar cars, but they are different paint schemes, so that's pretty cool. And then we have 2002, 2003, somewhere in there, Steve Park, Pennzoil. And then there was a Tony Stewart, I think this is 2005 or 6 or something, right before the car tomorrow. So it has to be like 2005, 2006. Let me see here. Sometimes it says on the bottom of the car, sometimes it doesn't. 2006. So, yeah. Just his regular Home Depot paint scheme right there. And then the other one, I was kind of pissed. So, in the 50-cent bin, there were 2 Kyle Busch 2008 Cars of Tomorrow, which, if you guys watched my Kyle Busch pickups video from the other day, that's like one of the last M&M's paint schemes that I needed to add to the collection in the way of the 1/64ths, and I ended up just saying screw it and buying one for like $10. I think it was like $10.95, a Winter Circle one on eBay. Granted, the one that I bought on eBay is in like perfect shape because it was in the packaging, but I was still kind of pissed off because the lady had not 1 but 2 Kyle Busch Cars of Tomorrow, with the 2008 paint scheme. But I don't know. I'm also kind of not because, you know, the other one, as I said, the other one's in like perfect shape and this one's really beat up. But, you know. So, yeah, like the Camry on the front is chipped away. The 18s are kind of chipped. Like everything's just absolutely beat up on this car. But I wasn't going to walk away from there without it for 50 cents. To be honest with you. Now if I didn't buy this one on eBay, I probably would have just stuck with this one as my 2008 paint scheme, just like without buying another one. But so yeah, as you can see, this one's the one I bought on eBay last week. It's in a lot better shape. It's like it's in perfect shape. And obviously this one's right here. This one's right here all beat up, but again, I wasn't going to walk away from there with the 50-cent Kyle Busch car just sitting in there. So, even if it's a paint scheme that I just got, and if it's all beat up like that, I just don't give a damn. With how big of a Kyle Busch fan I am and how big of a 1/64 Kyle Busch collector I am, I wasn't going to walk away without getting that. So, and then the really cool thing that I picked up, there was a guy at the stand who had like a bunch of Racing Champions, like stand cars, and he also had like a couple of these, which he had a Dale Earnhardt one, and I have no fucking idea why I didn't buy the damn thing, or I didn't even ask him about like the prices of those cars because I was so happy about the one purchase I did make from him that I didn't even think to ask what the prices were for the 1/64s and 1/43s that he had, and then shout out to this is gonna be my first shout out to Checkered Flag Studios. So me and him, like, don't get me wrong, we don't like know each other or anything, but I discovered in one of his videos that me and him are like literally from the same area. Like he made a video at our flea market, and I was like, wait, that looks familiar. And then I asked him, and he confirmed that is the area and that is the flea market. So it's a small world, right? Where just like diecast collectors can go to the same flea markets and the same Walmarts and yeah, you know what I mean. So it's just kind of ironic. And in his video, he mentioned that the guy wanted a freaking $1 for the 143rds, and I was kind of pissed that I didn't ask him, but I didn't even think about it, because I was so happy about, again, so focused and so happy on the one pickup that I did make that I didn't even think to ask him. So I could have gotten one of these in Dale Earnhardt Sr. for $1, but dumbass Devin didn't freaking ask him, so missed out on that. So hopefully he's there next week. If you're watching this, Checkered Flag Studios, don't steal all my 143rds there, buddy. Don't steal my cars, man. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, don't buy all of them. Don't do that to me. So, it'll serve me right if you do buy all of them for not asking them about the cars. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Stop saying Devin, and show the car. So here's the pickup that I did make from that guy. It is a 2003 Budweiser Dale Earnhardt Jr. Elite 1/24 scale. So, yeah. And I got it for $18. The guy gave me a fantastic deal on it, so I could not pass it up. And the funny part about it was, and the really thrilling part about it was, I almost bought at 07 Racing Collectibles. The guy had like a bunch of Dale Earnhardt, Dale Jr. Budweisers 1/24 just spread around, or not spread around, just organized into like one section of the store. There was like a whole shelf full of Budweiser Dale Jr.'s. It was really weird, but there was a bunch of them, and I almost bought like a regular one that wasn't an Elite from an earlier year for $35. So I was able to get a newer one that's an Elite for $17 less than that, which is absolutely thrilling. So yeah, that was the big banger of the day. But other than that, I think Checkered Flag Studios kind of stole all the heat from me, because there was nothing really worth talking about at that flea market other than those few loose cars. There were a few cars that a couple people had, like Racing Champions and Hot Wheels stuff, but nothing that I was really interested in. So, yeah. So just to recap, I got these three, and then the 2008 Kyle Busch right there from a 50-cent bin for $2 total, and then the Dale Earnhardt Jr. 2003 Elite 1/24 for $18. So in total, I spent $20 and got those 4 loose cars and the Dale Earnhardt Jr. So that was a very successful day at the flea market. So I'm getting to that point in the summer where I'm probably going to start going every single week, or every single weekend if I have the time. Because I'm usually off 1 of 2 days on the weekend, whether the outdoor flea market is only on Sundays, but the indoor one is Saturdays and Sundays. So, yeah. I'm going to try to go every single week if I could. So, there might be some weeks where I can't go, but most of the time I'm just going to try and go. So, yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and more will be coming up.